such an honor for us to have Mr. Nitin Gupta, Chief Executive Officer from FlytBase. Please give a round of applause.
Hello everyone, I am Nitin Gupta. I am the founder and CEO of FlytBase. Really delighted to be here, and thanks to our partner Sistronics for organizing this event and for having all of us here. So I'm going to tell you about the software application and how we use software to build more intelligence on the solution and how we are able to use the same product for many different applications. So let me get started. So I'm Nitin, as I mentioned. Let me give you a quick little background on where I come from. So my personal background is I am an aerospace robotics engineer. So I work on aerial robots for last 25 years. So started my career, studied at University of Maryland in the US, worked on DARPA projects where we were designing automation systems for drones for defense applications earlier. But later on in my career, we realized we can use the same technology for a lot of commercial applications. So my background is in aerospace, robotics, and software, and that is where we build the team. Our entire team is focused on robotics applications, robotics software. We have won several awards globally, including NTT Data Innovation Contest in Tokyo. So we are considered the leaders when it comes to robotics software. We have a lot of deployments across the globe, including in Southeast Asia, in the US, in Middle East, in Europe, in Africa. So all these that you see, and their deployments in different regions, different parts of the world, where our customers and partners are using this technology for different applications. So they are setting up these command centers to control automated drones, to manage automated drones for different applications such as security, for mining, for all kinds of inspections, for public safety, for emergency response, and so on. So what is the broader vision with this technology? So when we think about how our world today operates, we are largely restricted to the 2D surface of the Earth. So today, we all came to this venue on the 2D surface of the Earth, and we all had to struggle through the traffic, right? Because everything is constrained on the 2D surface. So we invented flying almost a century ago. However, the use of the airspace is very limited. So it is still very expensive, very difficult to utilize the airspace to go from one place to the other. We all still use roads. We are all restricted to the 2D surface. So in the future, we are all now working towards enabling the use of the sky. And one of the ways to do that is using this technology, drones, because it makes it very affordable, very easy for us to utilize the sky to go from one place to the other for a number of applications, not for everything. So we can still not send a human using this drone, but at least we can do a lot of other things like inspections, like even delivery with the larger drones, or for other applications like mining and public safety. So for those applications, we can now utilize the 3D space. And this is a huge potential because now we can let go of that limitation of the 2D surface and go up in the skies. So in order to scale this application, if we restrict ourselves to using manually operated drones with the remote control, then it is very difficult to scale. Because just think if you have to deploy, say, 50 drones or 100 drones, now finding so many pilots and training them, and there could be a lot of human errors when you do large deployments. That is where autonomy becomes very important. You need these systems to be automated so that they can fly on their own and you don't have to control manually. And that is where FlytBase comes in. Now, when you think about these...
every monumental leap.
These automated drones, let us take a quick overview of what is the role of FlytBase and how is FlytBase helping in automation of drones.
At the heart of every monumental leap, there lies a foundational element that made it all possible. Think atoms making planets, planets shaping up the solar system, people building megastructures that shape the world. Think of organizations that came together to ignite the technological revolution, which had us all glued to our smartphones. But what made it all happen? It's coming together. It's collaboration. And now, it is our time to come together and bring about the drone autonomy revolution. FlytBase is an effort to provide this collaborative base for the drone community to unite and propel towards the autonomous future. A software platform designed for building custom enterprise solutions, catering to various verticals like public safety, inspection, security, mapping, and more. Let's come together to shape the future of drone autonomy.
So the key thought that I would leave you with is these docking stations are primarily useful for enterprise applications. And when you deploy this technology for enterprise applications, it needs to be connected to the enterprise infrastructure. You need to connect it to your video management systems, to your security systems, to your mapping solutions. So you have a lot of layers that need to work together so that everything is fully automated. Your entire workflow is automated, right? That is where it is important to understand that it is not a one-size-fits-all solution. The same solution will not work for everyone, because if you are trying to use this for security, or if you are using it for mining or mapping, the way you integrate everything, the way you build your workflow will be very different. And that is why it is important to have a solution that is modular, that allows you to integrate different pieces and build custom solutions depending on your use case. This is where, again, till we were using only drones, we were using drones without the dock. Till that time, the drones were disconnected from the enterprise, because you can operate the drone manually, collect the data on the SD card, and then use that data for your processing, right? So they were different systems. Enterprise systems were different, drones were different, and you were just downloading the data from the drone and then using it manually. But now with the docked operations, once you have docks are connected to your enterprise all the time. It is connected to your enterprise network. The data is automatically being connected to your other enterprise applications and so on, right? So there is a fundamental difference in using drones with or without the dock. And it is important to understand, because based on that, you can select the right platform, you can select the right integrations and utilize this technology to its potential. So when you think about automated operation, it is not only the drone or the dock, there are so many other layers. Like for example, you need detect and avoid systems, you need data processing systems, you need fleet management, you need parachutes, weather systems, UTMs, ADSB. So there are so many layers, and many times these layers are different depending on your application. So for mining, maybe you need to select something different. For emergency response, maybe something else. And then how do you put these all together? And that is where FlytBase comes in. So FlytBase is sort of a middleware or the glue. It's a platform which allows you to integrate all these pieces and build a fully functional solution for your customers, right? So it is not a product to be used directly by the end users. It is a product primarily designed for system integrators who can integrate all these little pieces and build the full solution for the end user. Now, it is important to understand the difference between a platform and an application. So FlytBase is a platform. It's not just an application. You can think of like you have Microsoft Windows, or you have Android, or you have iOS. So these are platforms because they allow you to build or use the same product for different applications. Like on your phone, you can do gaming, you can do your transactions, you can look at news, so you can do so many different things on the same device because there is a platform. There is iOS or there is Android, and then there are applications which are able to utilize the platform for different applications, for different use cases. So similarly, FlytBase is a platform where you can build different applications on top for mining, for solar, for security, for inspections, surveys. So all those applications can be built utilizing the common components, and then you can use the same asset for all these different use cases. So when you think about that, now you are able to see how FlytBase brings value to your business, because many other products in the market, they are more like applications. They can only do one thing. But when you are using FlytBase, now you can utilize the same asset for many different things. So here is how the overall architecture looks like. So FlytBase platform is the blue layer, which provides the common components that are required for automated applications. And now you can use this platform for different hardware. So we are hardware agnostic, so you can use different kinds of drones, different kind of docks, like even dock 1, dock 2, or others, and different payloads, different kinds of camera or LiDAR, and so on. You can also connect to different enterprise applications, like, for example, alarm systems or data processing systems, mission logs, detect and avoid, UTM. And then we have something called Flinks. So Flinks is FlytBase links. So it is a way for integrating other applications with FlytBase. And we are building integrations with hundreds of applications. For example, you see drone deploy, you see Pix4D, you see a lot of other applications for different use cases. So we have applications for mining industry, we have applications for agriculture, surveys, public safety, and things like that. So this allows you to utilize this platform for all those applications that are listed on the top, and you can build very focused, specific solutions for each of those verticals.
Drones were never a...
So I'll quickly show one more video to give you the overview, and then my colleague will get into little more details to help you understand how to build these applications. Sorry.
Drones were never a part of the enterprise infrastructure, but docks will be. Deploying automated dock drone operations is like solving a massive puzzle with a zillion pieces to fit together. It requires bringing together drones, docks, parachutes, payloads, weather stations, sense and avoid, not to mention the software pieces for airspace, data collection, processing, and analytics. Whew, sounds like a lot, right? But what if we told you there's one platform that glues all these pieces together? Well, say hello to FlytBase, an enterprise drone autonomy software platform that provides the infrastructure to build and deploy automated drone applications, along with data security, integrations, flight safety, and BVLOS, all while being hardware agnostic. Enhance your security with FlytBase Shield. FlytBase sandboxes your account, keeping your data right where you want it to be. Not just that, FlytBase offers flexible deployment options, be it on-premise or air-gapped, and enterprise-grade compliance required for large-scale deployments. Next, supercharge your integrations with Flinks. Connect third-party apps or devices of your choice for any enterprise use case in a single click. Flinks opens up a whole new world for system integrators. Next, FlytBase is designed with a safety-first mindset. Autonomous remote operations require far higher safety standards and risk mitigation compared to human-in-the-loop operations, which is why FlytBase has been designed from the ground up with safety at its core. BVLOS readiness? Check. One-to-many operations? Check. Advanced fail-safes? Also check. FlytBase covers it all. And yes, with FlytBase's reliable and scalable infrastructure and enterprise-grade customer support, start with a single site and expand to hundreds effortlessly. This is why FlytBase is trusted by hundreds of system integrators and enterprises with production deployments all over the world. Like we said, drones were never a part of the enterprise infrastructure, but yes, docks will be. So what solution are you building with FlytBase today?
Okay, that's it from my side. Thanks.
Can I hear the round of applause for Mr. Nitin Gupta?